Hey guys, it's me, Spark City, back with another Sparksy vlog. What's up? God, that was the most like YouTuber intro I've ever done. Gross. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I had a good Friday today. Woke up, did some commentary for esports championships again. You guys all know I host those. I host it on my channel on Fridays. I host their channel on my Twitch channel. It's a good time. I'm just one of the commentators, but it is really cool to watch these guys who are quite good at the game go up against each other. I'm not really involved in like the European bubble scene, so I'm starting to get to know some of these players, and they're all quite good. We actually have a team that's in the RLRS, so we've had to accommodate their schedule a little bit. We're not like, no, you come play for our league first. But anyway, it's fun. It's always a good time. Hopefully you guys can check it out sometime next week. My voice is completely shot. After it, I had to do a little bit of solo commentary today because one of our commentators had to step away to go pick up some family, but he's gone for just a game or something, so it wasn't too bad. But on top of that, between streaming, which I went live at around 6 p.m. my time, and I just cut it about 10 minutes ago, just so that I don't want to be overstaying my welcome as far as my roommates go. It was a good stream today, but I just wanted to make sure that I'm not pushing it too hard, especially while we haven't got full soundproof solutions installed yet. But it was a good stream. So in between stream and commentary, I actually ended up working on the rewards. And so they are posted. I've done 4 of them. Let me just bring them all up here and see what they are. So choose my next car for 1,000 points. You get to choose my next car in Rocket League, which car I play. You get to design it basically. So when you choose it, obviously just pick the car and whatever other features you want on it. Spotify song request for 10,000 points, limited to 2 a day, I think, per person is what I have it at. So if the song's on Spotify, just again, with the message, type in the name that you're redeeming it, and then we could play it. So that's, again, I didn't know there was a feature that you could actually like limit the number of redemptions per day. And I think that's really cool, and it allows a lot more options for me because now I don't have to worry about my queue getting spammed or anything like that, because 10,000 points is a lot of points. And I'll adjust these over the time if it feels like people don't feel like they're getting enough points or whatever. We can always I'll keep an ear out. Feel free to drop feedback anytime you want. Don't troll me and just say like everything should just be 100 points, because I will ban you. But anyway, 10,000 points also for play a song on piano. I do have my rig right here. I figured out yesterday how to make it go through my audio system really well. So that's something. I can't really take requests, so it's kind of one that's like a little meh, I think. But if you guys want to hear a Sparksy original or something like that, feel free to drop your 10,000 hard-earned points on that. And so now the final one, and one that's the most interesting, is 50,000 points gets you a free 30-minute coaching session. And then you can save up to 100K and redeem both of them in the same day back-to-back, so that you can do an hour. This one is one that I'm going to watch closely, because as much as I would like to earn money from coaching, I didn't want to lock it behind a paywall. I know that a lot of people, don't necessarily have 25 bucks a month that they want to drop on something like that. So this just rewards my folks who are viewers and active viewers as well. It's really cool. I think it's a good idea. And again, we'll monitor it. I want it to take about a month to get enough points to do like 100K. And I'm not sure what the math checks out to. Twitch gives you like rough figures, but like honestly, it really all depends. So we'll keep sort of a metric on that. I know that Reznok has been saving basically since the very beginning. I don't think he's spent any of his points yet, and he's at 34K now. And I think it's only been out for about a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, if I'm remembering my dates right. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll make sure that it's not like you have to go for like 4 months of watching the stream, but it does reward dedicated viewers, and it does incentivize people to stay in the chat and stay relatively active, because what Twitch did, which is really smart, is you earn a flat amount of points for every 5 minutes. You get like 20 points or something like that. You earn a flat amount of points for that. And then, so you can just put it on hard lurk mode, and subs earn double that. You could just put it on hard lurk mode and earn points that way. Or if you're actively watching, you're actively participating, every so often at the bottom of the chat window, a little box pops up with bonus points. And again, subscribers get 2 times the points. And I think it's like 100 points or something like that. So, that's every like 10 minutes or something. So you can really start cranking out a lot if you're in the chat active and stuff like that. You don't have to be in the chat, but if you're actively watching the stream, I guess you're actively lurking. So you've got your mouse over there and you're clicking away with your little fingers or whatever. So I think that there's a lot to think about here. And I've put these ones in. I've got, 1,000, 10,000, 50,000 sort of tiers, and those are very expensive. So it would be nice to be able to get some cheaper ones in there. Looking at this now, like, it's really hard for anybody to have anything to redeem on the day to day unless they're watching like all 8 hours. So that's probably the next thing. I'm going to try and think of something that I can do frequently in the day that won't disrupt the stream too much. Obviously, some things are fun. Won't disrupt the stream too much. And are more affordable, because I like the fact that you can do the whole highlight my message, unlock an emote, modify an emote. Those are relatively cheap, 100, 480, and 900. And then I've got like the big boy or big girl rewards essentially for super viewers effectively. So yeah, well, all this to say, it's in its early stages. I'm really excited about it because I think it's a really cool way for you guys to be rewarded for watching more than I'm currently doing, which is nice. So those are all there. You guys can track your Sparksy dollars. It's right at the bottom of the thing there. It should be pretty easy to track. But yeah, that's pretty exciting. Last thing I want to talk about today is how, I'm not saying this is like a masterclass or anything. The word that comes to mind is masterclass, but there was a gent, Max and I were playing casual Rocket League, and there was a guy, we played against him a couple games in a row, constantly quick chat spamming his teammate, like didn't say anything, but was constantly quick chat spamming his teammate, even when it wasn't their fault, like what is saving them and whatever. So in the 5th game, I started what is saving him because it was like, oh, come on, dude. Like, so he pops in the chat after and he starts going off on me about how I'm useless and don't contribute to society and I have no life or whatever. And, I'm not trying to bait him, but I'm more just trying to like break down his arguments and stuff like that and just sort of be like, nope. This is why, but not like getting mad. I didn't take too many shots at him, except for he said that his job was more fun than anything I'd ever done. And I was like, firstly, subjective. Secondly, if your job's so great, why are you mad at a children's game? And I brought that up a bunch of times. But anyway, essentially after a little bit, the conversation sort of chilled out. Thanks to everybody. I just want to say thanks to everybody who was there. There were a number of viewers there, and none of you guys really teed off on him, and none of you guys were like really toxic to him. That's really good. That's how I want to handle trolls like that. Like, rib them a little bit for sure, because that's what they're coming in to do. They're coming in to like get their 5 minutes in on a stream and like, make the usual, oh, you only have 7 viewers. Oh, you only have this and that, blah, blah, blah. You're useless. You're never going to amount to anything. Comments, which sort of just roll off at this point, because it's like, I've already thought that about myself. I'm not going to let you tell me that. And it was very interesting. So he essentially, like, as the conversation's coming down, Pravana, which amazing comedic timing, Zach, gifts him a sub, which hilarious. And also very generous of him. And then this guy gifts a sub to somebody else. He just gifted a sub. Like, he bought a sub for my channel after like flaming me. And then like he apologized and I was like, yeah, me too. Like, and we apologized and it was fine. And then he went his separate way and that's fine. It might be the last we ever see of him. Hopefully not, if he's a cool guy. But that's just sort of like, this is what happens when you don't rise to shit like that. And this has happened multiple times. You can ask, I know Namdarin has made comments on it in the past where like, there have been multiple instances of that where somebody comes into my chat and I just don't rise to it and I don't flame them. And I don't like come over the top and like, they'll drop a prime sub on me or something. Like, you can turn that kind of stuff into a positive, or at least you can not let it affect you as a negative. You can turn it into a neutral. You can turn it into, some banter back and forth or whatever, like nothing harmful is being thrown around or anything like that. So that's just something, especially for all you young folks who want to get into content creation, especially if you're doing live stuff like this or you're dealing with hateful YouTube comments or something. There are ways in which you can respond to them, which is more satisfying than letting these people just tee off on you and being like, whatever, if that's your personality. I don't like letting people get away with being shitty. So, but I don't want to be shitty. So I try my best not to. I may have said some things that probably weren't the most constructive, but I don't think I ever teed off on him and was like, well, you're a fucking useless piece of garbage or anything like that. I would just, he would say like, oh, you're spending your time streaming and you don't have a real job and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, like, you're spending your Friday night in a small streamer's stream flaming them. Like, something's seriously, you're obviously not happy about something. So that's sort of the argument I was taking, more like turning it back around on him and using his own logic against him, but not in like an overly combative way. You can watch the VOD. I'm kind of rambling, but that's essentially like, you can turn negatives into positives like that. And it's a good thing I was just in a good mood today from having, a really good commentary performance, I thought, and then coming in and having, gotten my rewards out and everybody, and I was super excited about them. So I was hoping that everybody else would be excited about them. But yeah, that's just short little anecdote about that, short little like 5 minutes anecdote about that. But at any rate, I am going to head out for the night. I got Fruit Loops right next to me and they're beckoning my name. I'm super hungry. Can't wait to eat these. I'm going to spend the rest of the night messing around with my keyboard because I can route it through my computer now with no latency, which makes it amazing to play on. Now I can start, sort of getting progress towards re-recording my entire catalog I have on SoundCloud and sort of updating them and making them a little bit cleaner and hopefully a little bit better produced than just like an external mic. Also, short announcement. This will be the last thing. I'm going to be running something. I'm just going to call it like No Miss November or No Skip November, where I'm going to stream every day in November for at least 3 hours. So basically the only thing that this changes is no days off, and Sundays are no longer days off. I don't know what I'm going to be streaming on Sundays, if it's going to be a thing or if it's going to be a theme, but No Miss November. I think that's important for me. I want to just, I moved into my new place. I'm settled. My room's relatively tidy. Everything's sort of set the way it needs to be. And I really want to make sure that I'm giving every inch to this bee that I can and making sure that I'm, continually working and striving away as I try and do some other stuff. I've got some interesting things on the horizon. Another music opportunity popped up. So maybe I'll do some of that on stream. I'll be writing some music for a video game that's going to come up. That's going to be demoed next month in 3 weeks. But yeah, I love you all very much. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you all for Sub Saturday tomorrow, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time as per usual. Come play if you were subscribed, if you're a member of the council. We love you all. We love to see you, and it's always good. It's always good laughs. It's always a barrel of fun, and we can crush some kids in casual. So see you guys later. Bye. Love you. Bye. Bye.